Destiny 2 players are calling for a boycott of the Solstice event due to the recent microtransaction insanity that Bungie has turned this game into. A now viral Reddit post on r/Destiny the game reads, "With all of the latest controversy surrounding microtransactions, the Solstice event is a great opportunity to speak with your wallet. So here's the proposition: no one buy anything during the Solstice event next week. Just simply that. If we want a change in the ever-worsening Eververse store and the heightened amount of microtransactions, then this is the chance. The armor will be back next year, so it's not like you're missing out on anything. Worst case scenario is that you buy it next year, but some sort of change needs to be made. You'll know Bungie got the message when we see any of the following changes made. Earnable cosmetic armor for events. Other cosmetics can still be bought. There should always be a way to earn the cosmetics in Destiny 2 during these events. You shouldn't have to just fork out $10 or $20 to get the entire set. We need to be able to earn these sets by playing the game. That would both save us, the players, money, and also boost the population of every playlist in the game, because then more people would be playing Destiny 2, which is a double positive for us, the players, which is why Bungie needs to do this. The next point reads, silver being added to the battle pass. This is something that Bungie has never done, but other games do it and they do it really well. It doesn't have to be some excessively crazy amount, just something, a small carrot on the stick to complete your battle pass, giving players the most valuable currency in the game. Next one reads, either a rollback in battle pass price or a 1200 silver pack being purchasable in stores. Bungie recently raised the price of the battle pass from 1000 silver to 1200, and there is unfortunately no method of purchasing a simple 1200 silver in the game. So this forces players to spend 1500 silver, which many people have criticized as being a shiesty practice, because then you have to spend more money than desired, and that leaves a small lump sum of silver left on your account, which makes you want to purchase more stuff in game. Bungie should either lower the battle pass back down to 1000 silver, or at the very least have the decency to give us a 1200 silver purchase. The next point reads, price reductions in Eververse cosmetics. Armor sets should only be $5 to $10 max, not $20. Armor sets should never cost more than the season pass in its entirety. And that's not an invitation to raise the season pass price, that's a demand to lower the cost of these armor sets. No one wants to pay that much money for an armor set, nor should they. Next we have price reduction in dungeon keys, or the elimination of them entirely, bundling them into seasons as they should be. Looking at you, Season of the Deep / Ghost of the Deep. I love this point so much. You should never really be able to buy the season without having access to the dungeon. Put those two together and ship them out at a discounted price. The next point reads, earnable silver through gameplay. Okay, now this guy is feeling pretty bold here, okay? I don't know if Bungie would ever do something like this. Earnable silver through gameplay is a very big ask of Bungie, but it would be really nice. The next point reads, more earnable ornaments, sparrows, ghost shells through gameplay. I agree with that. It feels like so many things are locked behind Eververse lately. Incentivize the players to play more, and they will. The next point reads, better DLC bundles so new players aren't spending money needlessly. This one is so true. New players come to the game, they don't know what to buy, what not to buy. They oftentimes can spend a lot of money on DLCs that are so old and unnecessary for them. Bungie should really simplify the approach for new players coming to the game. You should have the new stuff for sale, and then just have a legacy package where you can buy everything prior, and give it to players at a very discounted price, so that way new players can jump into the game and experience everything there is in Destiny. The next point reads, the elimination of event cards. Make the rewards earnable through participation in events, or include access to them to battle pass owners. This is an excellent point where I think Bungie went way over the deep end with this. They tried to make everything in the game a la carte, so that way you could buy something you like and then conversely avoid something that you don't like, but in the process they've basically just over monetized the game. Every little tiny small thing in the game has a price tag on it, and none of it's cheap, and if you want to play everything, you're spending a ton of money. The next point reads, price reduction in Bright Dust items. Bright Dust costs were increased for no reason aside from making it harder for players to get cosmetics through gameplay alone. I don't know why Bungie increased the costs of Bright Dust items, but it falls in line with the consistent pattern of just making Destiny more and more profitable by squeezing every last penny out of the players that play this game. The next point reads, duplicate protection being added to Bright Dust engrams. We had something similar in Season 2 with the Prismatic Matrix, I believe it was called. This is a feature we definitely need. The next point point reads, "Give us access to previously bought season passes." I mention this because it's been in Bungie Please for so long and other games have had the option to level old battle passes. Considering that we often overlevel the season pass we are already on, giving us the option to put the XP into older passes would prove Bungie isn't trying to cash in on FOMO. I know that so many Guardians would definitely appreciate the ability to level their old season passes, especially if you didn't finish it and get it to season rank 100. The ability to take XP from this season if you go over 100 and put it back to old seasons would be amazing, or somehow simultaneously be able to level those old season passes because we did pay for them, right? We should be able to access the rewards that are at the end of it. This post then goes on to describe other issues in the game, but do you agree or disagree with them? And will you be participating in a boycott of the Solstice event? To be honest, even though this post did go viral on r/Destiny the game, Reddit only makes up probably 5% of Destiny 2, so we more than likely won't see a significant impact from this, but I still wanted to bring you this news story because I found it relevant and interesting, and that's what I'm here to do, bring you all the news in Destiny 2. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and click on the screen here to watch another video from this channel. There's two videos on the screen. The one on the left is Bungie's GDC conference, where they talk about how they transitioned from Destiny 1 being a box product game to Destiny 2 being a live service game. A very interesting watch. And the video on the right details how an online troll harassed a Bungie dev and it ended up costing them $500,000 in a lawsuit. Click on whichever one sounds better to you, and I'll see you over there.